Hello everybody and welcome back to my mostly vanilla Minecraft survival world. Today I am going to tear down the village. Yes, I am going to break down every single house and building in this village for some reasons. One of them is to just clear it out. I don't want it here anymore. Another reason is to make it where villagers will have no choice but to seek shelter from me, of all people. So I could get them all into this nice, totally OSHA compliant house right here. This totally safe building where all the villagers can be roommates. I'm sure they would love that. So let's get started real quick. By the way, I added a new texture. That is the little twist upon this survival world. Well, actually, let me correct this. I actually added two textures. One texture was the generic hotbar, which you can see down at the bottom of my screen. And the other texture is actually the hotbar selected slot sprite texture, that purple square that you're seeing. That is the second texture I added to this world in this video. Okay, now that that's all cleared up and covered, let's get down to breaking down these houses. I'm going to get a lot of resources from these houses. Stairs, logs, torches, cobblestone, mossy cobblestone, white clay. So many resources that I may be able to build with in the future. So that's another reason why I'm breaking down this village. Just the sheer amount of resources I could get from it. That's one house all cleared up. Time to move on to the next one. This one. This build will actually provide me with white clay, white hardened clay, or I guess if you're a new gen player, so nostalgia ruining, called white terracotta. I mean, why is it called white terracotta? This isn't even technically white, it's pinkish. I can't be the only one who thinks that, right? That white clay looks pinkish, sort of like flesh. Oh, I didn't even realize that these logs were stripped. Is this stripped oak? Oh, yeah, it is. It's not stripped birch. Okay, finish mining up these frames, and then I'll go back to my base camp. Or, actually, it's my house now. I almost forgot about that. I built a house last episode. Okay, I'm gonna head back to my house now, sleep, and turn it day. If you were to add any real life biome into Minecraft, what would you add? Like redwoods, pine forests, stuff like that. What biome do you think could be integrated well into Minecraft? I think I found the Nitwit's house. Look at that guy, wearing his dirty garbs and standing on the roof. Doesn't he know that all of his people are moving? Is he trying to be a loner and live out here by himself? Well, too bad for him, because I am cutting down this house, block by block. That's the first not the first, but the third building in the village, completely dismantled from top to bottom. Or at least I think it was the third. I've already lost count. But now it's time to move on to this church. I think that's what this was meant to be. For this building, I'm gonna have to tear it down from top to bottom for maximum efficiency. Just a few more blocks now, and the church will be 100% dismantled like the three buildings that came before it. And yes, I think it was three. There was the two wooden buildings, Well, actually, one was wood, one was stone, and then there was the one that was built with white hardened clay, or white terracotta, as most people call it. But all that's left of this church is this floor that I am in the present of mining. 3, 2, 1. The next building to demolish is this one that's right next to my house. I mean, this one should have been demolished before I found this village, because even then it was just in a horrible place. Like, look at this. The entrance is facing the cliff. Aren't buildings supposed to, well, not buildings, but aren't houses supposed to be easy to access? Come on, villagers, think things through. You're just making life more difficult for yourselves. Learn better construction skills. The next deconstruction project is actually a big one. Look at this. This is a nice villager house. It's kind of the house that I would go out of my way to steal if it was nighttime. But, like all the other buildings so far that I've deconstructed in the name of progress, I'm going to tear it down brick by brick, plank by plank, block by block. And nothing's going to stop me. It's not like the villagers will revolt or anything, right? They don't have pitchforks. You can only get those from drowned zombies, but all these guys can do is run away from them. And so, I am in the clear to do as I please. Break you, and you, and you. I'm just loving all these resources I'm getting from these buildings. Pretty sure I have almost an entire inventory full of wood and wood blocks. It's turning night again and my axe broke. I couldn't finish breaking down this house because I ran out of axe durability. And look at that, my villagers are sleeping. They're catching them Z's down there. Hello, sirs. I would let you out, but I'm good. You see, you are currently living in my animals' pens. Yes, these are my animals now. You all no longer own this village. It's mine. Everything here to way over there is mine. And you all are crowding my animal pen. I can't let you out because then I'll release all my animals, and I don't want that. So, enjoy smelling like pig. The next closest structures to my house are these stands, these market stands. Why am I breaking up my pickaxe? But I can tear these down as well and then move on to the next village sector, because I was about to say I'm halfway done, but I'm almost halfway done. After I destroy these and one of those houses over there, then I'd be halfway done. But for now, I am where I'm at. Yeah, okay, there's no more houses over there. But I'm at where I'm at, and now I am tearing down these market stands. Free wool. That's nice. More beds. All of the market buildings are removed now, so this area is clear. Now it's time to move on to these two houses over here. The next sector, which means I am almost done destroying the entire village. Or, I'm sorry, relocating the villagers. Almost there. I am mostly finished with breaking down the second house that was in that new area after the market. And I'm so close to tearing it down before I can move on to the part of the village I'm dreading most, which is down the mountain in that little sort of enclave area. Because there's like 5 or 6 different houses all bundled together down there. So far there's just been bundles of 2 to 3 buildings, so it's like whatever. But now, I'm gonna have to go down to the main village area to break down the village. Oh boy, it's even a decent amount away from my house. Like, it's not far or anything. Definitely not. It's extremely close. But all the time I spend running down there is time wasted that I could have used tearing down the buildings. So it is a bit annoying, wasting extra time to go down there. And then, of course, there's also me having to run back and forth to make new tools when mine break. Because I'm pretty sure that I'm on like my 8th axe and 6th pickaxe because of all the houses and blocks I've been breaking. These copper tools really do not have that high of durability. I think they might even have less durability than normal stone tools, which is disappointing to say the least, but it's manageable. Time to work on the main. Oh my god, ow. Ooh. Ow. Where did you even come from, mate? Oh, that hurt. What the flip? Why am I hearing so many zombies? Oh my god. Is there a cave up here? Please stop doing whatever that was. No, it's not a cave. It's just a very dark overhang. Well, nothing that some torches can't solve. Although it feels like using torches in this way kind of wastes them, but... Where? 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 What? Where was that zombie? Where? Over here? Oh my god. One would think there was a zombie spawner nearby with the sheer amount of rotting flesh that keeps appearing out of nowhere. Anyway, as I was saying, it's time to work on the main villager area, which is these 5 buildings down here. I think it's 5. And also, was I the one who planted that sugarcane? I think so. I don't think that much sugarcane grows next to each other. But let's get started on whatever this building was meant to be, because when I came across here, there's only like wheat seeds or something in here. Something useless, you know? So I have no clue what this building is, but it's time for it to get destroyed. The previous Minecraft night, I broke down the first building in this sector. Now there's only 4 left, which I'm feeling pretty relieved about now, because there's not much work left until all of my villagers have been relocated or killed off. So I am reveling in everything I've managed to do since this video started. And like this, that's another 2 buildings down, so now we're down to just 2, of course, because 5 minus 1 minus 2 is 2. And so, let's get straight on to work, because I'm almost done with this destruction purgatory of mine. It's nighttime once again, but I think I'm going to continue busting down these houses because, as far as I'm aware, there's only that one left. So what would be the point of running all the way back to my house when I could just continue breaking this building down right now? It's not like I'm playing hardcore Minecraft, and so it's nothing particularly dangerous. I mean, I'm sure I'd get shot by a skeleton once or twice, but that's perfectly fine, because it's still allowing me to get done breaking down all of these houses as fast as possible, or as soon as possible. Nobody wants to spend an entire video of Minecraft doing nothing but breaking blocks. That's everything. The village is no more. Now it's just my house and my horrible villager breeder. I mean, that thing is way too crowded. But coming up here, as you can see, there is nothing left of the village. Just the paths, but, you know, can you really say that's part of the village? Because I disagree with that notion. Okay. If I open these fence gates, are these villagers gonna come out? Well, it's a fence gate. Hurry up. Move it. Move it. Okay. Now they can do nothing but pathfind to beds. Look at that. I got all the villagers now, except for the dirty nitwit. But, well, do we really want the village idiot with us? I don't think so. Now, I'm gonna enter my house and go to bed because I finally broke down the village. Good morning, everybody. Okay, so all the villagers are in there now. I don't think they're breeding, which is a bit irritating. That's what they're down there for. How else am I supposed to utilize the breeding program? Did I get rid of that plank that was there? Yes, I did. Good. I didn't even realize that I still had that there. So I'm surprised that my villagers are still alive. Because any old zombie could just have walked onto that block and straight down into the breeder and converted them all. And then every single entity in there would have burnt to death in the daylight and I would have lost everything. I would have lost all my villagers. Right, I'm gonna make a lot of bread. I think you could breed villagers with bread. Maybe it's just carrots. But somehow I don't think so. So if I... God dang it. I forgot I broke the plank. You know what? Something I can do is this. Place one here. And then place one there. Yep. See? It's a staircase. Can zombies actually get up here? I hope not. What if this isn't working how I intended? Oh well. Here, my peasants, enjoy your meal. Make a lot of baby villagers for me, so I can put them to work. Well, go on now. Oh, there's some action going on down there. Pop out a baby. Pop out a baby. Oh. Oh, it's a love fest. Oh. Look at that. There's a baby villager now. So you can breed villagers with bread. Why did I... It looks like my trap doors were broken. Anyway, collect these. I got more villagers now. Nice sweet farm. Villagers. And now I'm gonna go up and do some terraforming for builds. I did a whole spiel about spending an entire episode of Minecraft just breaking blocks, but then I talk about going up and doing some terraforming. Do I hate myself or something? Is that it? I got pillagers again. Is it just you? Oh, there's two of you. Yeah, that's fine. Hello, sir. Okay. I don't like getting tag teamed. Ow. No thank you. I would rather you not penetrate me. You do not have my consent to penetrate me. Ow. That hurt. Anyway, as I was saying, well, as I was going to say before I spotted the pillagers, this hill needs to go. This small hill. I need to flatten this area out. I'm not even done terraforming that small hill yet, and I already ran out of the 3 shovels I had on me. The 2 copper ones I get. Well, of course I got. Yeah. Okay. That sounded a bit weird, honestly. The iron shovel I get because that one was already mostly dead, like maybe 4 or 5 blocks away from breaking. But my other shovels, both of those were full health copper shovels, and I went through them both without fully breaking down that hill. Now, I ran out of copper. 3. I ran out of copper. So, I am going to make my shovels out of iron, because stone, because let's face it, shovels aren't that important of a tool. I mean, I could still terraform without them. I just have to break every single dirt block I wanted to with my fist, which would take forever. But it's not impossible, so shovels are pretty useless, in my opinion. Well, they're not useless. They just don't have much of a point outside of terraforming. Because barely anyone actually likes Mojang's path blocks, so I can't imagine anybody's using the shovels for that. Usually, builders like myself, when building, would just use gravel, cobblestone, or an array of stone blocks like tuff, andesite, and diorite, that sort of thing. Most builders do not use the path blocks because they're incredibly ugly. I mean, seriously, what is with this sort of off yellow granite brownish color? It is not very appealing for the eyes. I hear zombies. Anyway, I terraformed this area, and now it's incredibly flat. Hold on, I'm going to use this water to get rid of the plants, because each plant here is contributing to the poor frame rate, because they count as transparent entity blocks. But at least I'm not on, like, why are you doing that? At least I'm not on, like, a beach, because oceans are full of kelp and seaweed and seagrass, all of which are animated on top of being transparent entity blocks, and so they cause me a lot of lag. So if you ever see, like, a poor frame rate in my videos when I'm playing Minecraft, it's probably because I'm next to an ocean or a sea. Let's be real. Let's mine up this coal real quick so I can replace this ground with dirt, because I don't like how there's a random stone patch just sticking out here. Jeez, how much coal is in this deposit? Let's see. Oh, I was about to say I think this is the last piece, but nope. There's more. Okay, in that entire deposit there was 12 coal. So not as much as I thought, but definitely a decent amount. That could smelt like what? What's 7 times 12? I think that's how much items a single piece of coal can smelt. 7 items. And so what is 7 times 12? 12 times 12 is 144. 144. 12 times 11 is... Yeah, I'm not even going to try to figure that out on top of my head. But 7 times 12, that's 12, 24, 36... 48, 60, 72, 84 items. I think 12 coal can smelt 84 items. I think. I'm pretty sure my math on that is correct, but the question is, can coal really smelt 7 items, or was that just a random guess on my part, my end? And like that, that stone patch is gone. Now the path blocks are also annoying me. Why is there an iron golem? Don't iron golems only spawn if villagers feel threatened? Where did the other two babies come from? Okay. Give me your iron. You can do that much for me, right? Villagers clearly don't need you. Thank you. 5 iron from a single golem. Score! Y'all are not getting out of there, so stop trying. It's a bad look on you, honestly. But I got a question. Can I make a saddle? Oh, I can! So they did re-add a saddle recipe. Nice. What about horse armor? Yeah, I can make leather horse armor if I actually had the leather for it. Is that the only kind of horse armor, though? I'm not seeing any other kind on here, so I guess those ones are still uncraftable. But I can get a horse. What about a lead? Can I craft a lead? Well, I know I can, but... Oh, okay, so they definitely changed the recipe for leads. I'm pretty sure originally, to make a lead, you had to have slime balls. But now it's just string, which is manageable. Problem is, I don't actually have any more string, but, you know, that's all good. Okay. So I'm gonna go tame this horse. Come here, bud. You're gonna be mine from now on. Let me tame you. Do. You're not taking me off you. Come on. You know you like me. Just accept me already. Thank you. You're my new bestie. Okay, up here we go. I'm gonna store you in with my other animals and hope that you don't escape. Oop. Hope you don't escape there, my horsey pal. I've read somewhere where you can dye horse armor. Now, don't ask where I got the leather. It wasn't pretty. But I got the leather to make the leather horse armor. So yeah, I saw somewhere that you can dye horse armor, but let's see if that's true. It is! What? When did they add that? Has that always been a thing? Well, I guess I wouldn't really know because I never actually made leather horse armor before, but... Yo, where's my horse? What'd y'all do to my horse? Ah, there you are, pal. You had me scared there for a second, bestie. How do you look with the white horse armor? You look... Well, you could look better. Let's just say that. You could look better than what you do, but you don't, so you look like you. If you get what I'm saying. You understand me, right? There was a lot of jumping around in this video, a lot of breaking blocks, a lot of repetitive actions and speech. But if you stuck around with me and watched this all the way through, then thank you, and this is all I have for this video. Stay you, everybody. Ciao.